Boston Celtics. At the point, at 6'3", number 4, Anthony Simons. The big man, standing 6'11", number 77, Amari Williams. At 6'4", number 9, starting at 4, at 6'6", number 7, the Boston Celtics head coach is Jordan Mazzulla. Fans, let's hear it for the Boston Celtics.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We got Chris Middleton, CJ McCollum out there with Koulibaly. Then it's Sarr, and it's Kispert in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics, dynamic duo of Brown and Tatum at the 3 and the 4. Derek White is out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Williams at the 5, roaming the paint. While the season just started, GA, we have a few big storylines already.
Yeah, it doesn't take long in this league. The intense media scrutiny, social media, news travels fast.
McCollum, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
Well, that's nice work inside that time by McCollum, showing you a lot of skill and poise.
Count that bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Middleton. Back to McCollum. From the high post, and it's in there.
Yeah, C.J. McCollum showing you no weakness in his game offensively. If he finds any opening on the floor, he is going to take advantage of it.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
And we're seeing just how good this team is when they're firing on all cylinders. The way they're rolling right now, this winning streak could go on for a while.
Now here's McCollum. Williams with the block. Here's Simon. One thing is certain about Anthony Simons, the guy is a pure scorer.
Well, it comes so naturally to him. He's got a great handle, and he can get his shot off whenever he wants. Plus, he's got limitless range.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And Anthony Simons has garnered a lot of respect around the league because of his work ethic. He is always ready to show off his offensive skill that he's added.
And Simons drops them both. So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Utah Jazz.
And in that one, the backups came to play. Gave the team an infusion of points that just put them over the top.
Well, the bench changed the game. What a shot in the arm to this offense. That second unit was incredible.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And just about every one of Middleton's shots is a smart one. Even from mid-range, he's not going to force anything.
Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
And you can see how it energizes the entire team.
Here's Middleton following the bucket by the Celtics. Kicks it out to McCollum. And he drives in. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Assist from...
And it's 6 points for C.J. McCollum. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Simon. Latrey. Washington with the rebound. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Now here's McCollum after Jaylen Brown's miss. Kispert, no good. Left side, Brown. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got 9 points.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Now, here's Simon. He had 10 points in the win against Utah. White against Koulibaly. Rebound, Boston. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Tatum, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
There's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Wizards leading by 3. Pass to Koulibaly. And here's Kispert from the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
3 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there it is for him. Simons has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And Simon's showing you a lot of toughness right there. He got inside, did not shy away from the contact, and was able to get it done.
And it's McCollum in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
The kick out to Williams. Back to White. Simon's on the wing. No good on the 3. Washington's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Middleton outside. 6 to shoot. McCollum outside. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Chris Boucher's checked in for Boston. Richard comes in for Anthony Simon. And then for Washington, Keyshawn George. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Koulibaly. Celtics trail by 6. Tatum down low. Working on George. A nice shot by Tatum.
And Tatum doesn't get distracted easily, even when you get physical with it.
McCollum with the ball. 14 points from him the last game against New York. Wizards passing it around. Pass to George. Here's the 3. Drops in the tray.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Brown, good.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Johnson outside. Gisbert kicks to George. Pass to McCollum. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Gisbert. Offline with his 3.
Great job on the closeout and taking away space against a good shooter.
Pritchard from outside. Drills it from outside. Now just a 2-point Washington lead.
Even when Tatum isn't the shooter, he's dangerous. He can set others up to finish the job.
Johnson, a wide open look. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Yeah, this quarter has just been a struggle for him offensively.
And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his first foul. Washington making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Song. Cam Whitmore comes in for Corey Gisbert. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Whitmore. 8 points his last outing. George passes to Johnson. Over White. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And here's Tatum for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
And continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Here's Johnson. And just miss after miss right now. It could go. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. What a performance from Anthony Simons. He has been the story for the Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics?
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
The Celtics with the lead. Sam Hauser is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Williams. And it's Gonzalez in at the 2 guard. That's the Boston 5.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Wizards shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Pass to Whitmore. Oh, good with the triple.
You really need to take advantage of those looks because the defense won't give you many of them.
And the basket by Hauser.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Carrington. Nothing on the board. Here's George. Here's Whitmore. Hauser defending. Bucket is good.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Gonzalez against Johnson. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy's just too much speed.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Carrington. Lays it up off the glass. Carrington's got his first points of the night.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And you watch Bub Carrington, you know, Tim, for a young player, he has got a real feel for this game.
Yeah, Kevin, he quickly processes things out there. He's got great anticipation at both ends. And I'll tell you what, he's just getting started.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Lineouts checked in, and it's Simons in for Gonzalez. And then for Washington, Chris Middleton's checked in for Cam Whitmore. Koulibaly comes in for Johnson, and McCollum subbed in for Carlton Carrington. Bagley gets to Middleton. McCollum outside. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McCollum's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's been doing this for over a decade in this league. He is a bucket getter, and he's having another monster night.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the three at almost 60% for the game.
So it's the Wizards now. They trail by 6. Pass to George. And here's McCollum. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Out left to the wing. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Boy, well, they got hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Koulibaly. George with the bounce pass. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket for Middleton.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Bub Carrington said the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Guys, back to you.
Learning on the job. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. The shot's good from Simon.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. McCollum outside. Nifty move. Rebounded by Hauser.
And they continue to control the glass.
Simons. Williams. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Williams has got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Middleton on the wing. Back to McCollum. Will it go? Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 5th assist in this one.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. For Bagley. And Kispert subbed in for George. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
A nice shot by Simons.
Well, Simons has really lit it up tonight, and they expect this from him. He can score in bunches.
And so McCollum will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Koulibaly. McCollum outside. And he's good on the three ball. McCollum's got 22.
Well, he's certainly not the reason they're down. If they're going to grab the lead here, more guys are going to have to step up.
Simons, the pass to Tatum. Over Middleton. No good with the elbow jump.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
A three-point shot is pure for Tatum.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
It's stolen by Pritchard. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Offensive rebound. That ball is good for another field goal. His 60 is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Sweet touch inside from Brown.
And far from just a perimeter scorer, Brown also adept at finishing in close.
.125 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Kispert. Here's Sarr. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Celtics leading by 11. Outside, Simons sinks the three-pointer. Simons has got 7 points here in this fourth.
And right now, Anthony Simons is just brimming with confidence.
Here's McCollum. 22 points for him. Middleton up top. Pass to Koulibaly. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 6. The Wizards working the ball around now. Koulibaly, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Brown missing.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
Buries it from three-point range. McCollum's got 25 points.
An amazing performance he's putting on from three-point range here in the second quarter.
Outside Tatum. Shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And so it's the Boston Celtics sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Thanks for stopping by, everybody. The story tonight, everything, and I mean everything, is working well for the Boston Celtics.
How about all the points coming off those bench, man? I'm telling you, when you get that kind of scoring up and down the lineup, you can write your own ticket to wins.
Yeah, complete team effort, and they're playing an entertaining style as well. And now, you know it, you love it. Time to see what fans are saying on social media. And here's a good one. Gerald Hops inquires, what would happen if the league got rid of the three-point line?
I actually love that idea. Get rid of those little guys running around on the outside, earning your living in the paint.
Yeah, nope. Let's not go back to the olden days. No, thank you.
Well, you know, the league is always looking for ways to improve and evolve, but I agree. I don't see that one happening anytime soon. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
Celtics leading by 14. Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. They've got Alexander Sarr. Corey Kispert is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Koulibaly in at the two-guard spot. It's good on the putback. Kispert's got 5 points so far.
And that's what he's known for. Great activity on the glass. He will outwork you.
They grab their own miss. Good. And the Celtics lead by 14.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunity.
Well, it's nearly impossible to chip away at a lead if you're giving up offensive rebounds.
Here's Sarr. Excellent D there from Williams. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Tim, watching Alex Sarr, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
It's McCollum on the wing. The rebound by the Celtics.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here the three-point line, it's McCollum. Yep, it counts. McCollum's got 27.
Nice play by McCollum. So crafty with the ball in his hands.
Brown outside. And he finishes nicely on the way.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Wizards trail by 18. Pass to Koulibaly. And Middleton kicks to Kispert. Sarr in the high post. Working on Williams. Back to Sarr. And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Great, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And he can't get the first one. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. there's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
McCollum up top. He's covered by Brown. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And another miss by Washington.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Pass to Coulibaly. And here's McCollum for 3. Hits it from three-point range. McCollum's got 30 points.
4 threes in the first half, and now another here in the second. He is feeling it.
Nailed from three-point land.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The new collective bargaining agreement is pushing parity. Commissioner Adam Silver said teams are realizing that they're a real team in those second apron provisions. The goal was to put all 30 teams in a better position to compete. I think we're on our way to doing just that. Kevin, back to you.
Leveling the playing field. Thanks for the update, Allie. Now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Pacers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, for Boston, they wanted the top spot badly, and they did just that. A real testament to both their chemistry and work ethic.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. McCollum with the ball, and Simons picks him up defensively. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Count that one. McCollum's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, as a team, they've been coming up short, but his pure scoring mentality as an individual has been unshakable.
Here's Brown. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Oh, what a move right there by Brown. Proving he can burn you with his handle.
And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. McCollum finds Coulibaly. Wizards passing it around. Sarr with the screen on Simon. A good look from McCollum. Pass to Coulibaly. Drills the three-pointer. Coulibaly's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And they call an illegal screen here. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
And last year, their rim protection was unbelievable. Teams actually turned down shots in the lane.
Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Carlton Carrington's checked in for the Wizards. Pass to Middleton. From down in the low post, it goes. Middleton's got 8 points.
Yeah, and with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
Here's Pritchard. Puts it in off the nasty crossover.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Wizards trail by 14. Now Coulibaly. From deep. And no good that time.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
Tatum no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Sarr. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. He's got 7.
Already expanding his game. Sarr trying to get better at attacking quickly off the pass.
Brown finish through the contact from Brown.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Now Carrington. Pass to Koulibaly. Kispert on the wing. He's covered by Brown. And Sollard gets it to go on the assist from Kispert. And that's now 9 points for Alex Saw. 1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Outside, White. Over in the corner, Brown. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
And another bucket for him. What a quarter he has had.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Celtics fans, please put your hands together and welcome to Center Court, Celtics Entertainment. Hey, Boston, let's get one out for Celtics Entertainment.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Chris Boucher's checked in for Derek White. And Sam Hauser subbed in for Brown. And then for Washington, Bagley, he's checked in for Alexander Sarr. Keyshawn George comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Johnson in for Koulibaly. Pass to Bagley. And here is Kispert. He has time, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Hauser misses. Wizards trail by 13. Johnson, the pass to Kispert. Cloak loose. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Here's Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists in the game.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Johnson, and the shot goes in.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Outside Tatum. Here's Hauser. Hands it from downtown. Hauser's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Johnson outside. Going inside. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
A productive area for Johnson a lot of nights. With his high release, he could become a serious mid-range scorer.
Hauser misses. Here's Kispert. Boucher with the rebound.
You have to love his confidence, but you also need to read the situation.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Out on the wings for him, it'll be Simons and Brown. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Minot in at the power forward position. That's the Boston 5.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Simons from outside. And they get it back. Down kicks to Simons. Three-pointer, Pritchard. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D chills.
On the wing, Carrington. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
The Celtics working the ball around now. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And then Johnson with the jam.
This hustle pays off for Johnson in transition, getting him a bucket off that fast break.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Outside, Simon fires for three, and there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Simon. Simons has got assist number 5 here tonight. Down low, McCollum, and Pritchard pulls it down.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Minor, good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Pass to George. On the arc, sinks the triple.
Well, with his ability to both score and facilitate, McCollum really fits the combo guard label.
Celtics leading by 17. Brown outside. To the middle. Boucher kicks to Simons. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Brian Keith calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Celtics fans, get live right now for Celtics Entertainment.
Kate is checked in, and Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. And a change for the Wizards. Sar's checked in. Here's George. Pass to Johnson. McCollum outside. Fires the three. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. McCollum's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Washington. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Darius Garland and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Saturday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Houston, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Chris Middleton's checked in for Bagley. Corey Kispert comes in for George. And it's Koulibaly in for Johnson. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Sarr throws it down.
Well, this team really trusts McCollum with the basketball. CJ makes great choices when he's running an offense.
Now, here's Simon. And stolen by Sarr. Kispert with it. Picked up by Brown. A wide open look here for Koulibaly. It's good from long range.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Outside, White. To the inside. Stolen by Middleton. Here's McCollum. And he banks in the layup. McCollum's got 39.
There is no doubt he's been the dealer for them on offense, but he is going to need some support from his teammates.
Simons, the pass to White. Cranes it from beyond the arc. And the Celtics lead by 18. Tim is one of the most accurate three-point shooters this league has ever seen. Give us your top shooters in the game today.
Yeah, it's funny because you always say, well, obviously Steph, so it's almost like any conversation puts him in a different category. I obviously agree with that. I look at a guy like Damian Lillard with that unlimited range and his ability to pull up from anywhere. Even a guy like Trae Young, I would put into that category because of the range, Kevin. It just extends defenses so far.
What a list. McCollum, no good.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Tatum, no good. Wizards trail by 18. Now Koulibaly. Puts it up from 7, and it's good.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
For Boston, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. All right, here's Williams. Great job in close.
And Tatum's passing ability really makes him a problem in that pick and roll. No wasted motion, always slicing and dicing the defense.
And we've got a timeout call by Brian Keefe. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation. Our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. McCollum outside. Eight feet out. Simons rips down the board. Brown inside. Defended by Kispert.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Brown, good. Brown's got 23 points.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
McCollum against Simon. To the right side. And a wide open look for Shaw. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 20. On the wing, Brown. Knocks down the 3 ball. Brown's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
Sarr sets the screen for McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Sarr. Over Williams. And Sarr gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And they took charge when it counted, and be notching their 9th win overall.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jaylen Brown.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score. The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Williams finds Tatum. Tatum on the wing. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Kispert on the wing. Here's Koulibaly. Missed. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.